Sagittarius, welcome to your general monthly. I'm going to be breaking it down to 3 parts. We're going to do like the general overall for like your life, and then the second one would be your finances, career, and then the third one would be spirit guidance. So let's go ahead and start. We have number 16, the ego. Put it right there. So this is the Tower. We have letting go. We have the Unicorn, good fortune and friendship. Number 2, intuition. And then we have let go, that every puzzle is yours to solve. And number 44, Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Okay, so it looks like you guys are gonna be heading towards really like cutting off people, places, and things that's not for your own good anymore. September, we have mice, discord amongst friends and family or family. And then we have number 8, manipulation, that is Jupiter in Scorpio. And we have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Let me just go ahead, everything's in frame. Okay, good. Okay, so it looks like you're going to, or you did, or you're about to let the Tower fall on friends, family. It could be just your environment. You're letting go and going with the flow. It looks like it's stagnated a part of your life. Like every time you gave in to whatever this negativity in your life was, or maybe people manipulating you that actually skewed your intuition, it sort of dwindled. You felt powerless, sort of. You could see like the kids here being yanked towards a certain direction, and maybe that's something that you didn't want to do. So now you learned how to kind of steer your own boat. Like you don't want anyone's opinions or like little jabs of. I'm just seeing like it's really messing up with your crown chakra, your third eye, and it's time to kind of, it's like you've realized whatever this was, it's a blockage to going to the next chapter of your life. Like you've been stuck here, and once you realize this, whatever this was, you've let go, and then this is going to be a bridge towards movement, towards success, towards something that wherever you're being led to, which you're going to be standing in your own power, standing in your ground. With 4-4 here, this is a master number. So I don't know if you're seeing a lot of 4-4. So this is Scorpio is a death and rebirth, and with Jupiter here, I'm just seeing it as it's gonna kind of change your luck and bridging this, so to speak. I'm seeing a lot of stars here. I don't know if you guys like to stargaze, but I think during these moments, maybe meditation, or maybe it happened around nighttime, you had a moment where you were being enlightened, what you should do. And maybe you're even moving. So with horse here, I mean unicorn, I'm seeing it as going forward. So if you're hanging on to certain people, certain thought patterns, certain belief, or like a specific thing that you want to kept intact, you're gonna let it go and let it all fall down. Because you knew it was kind of like, I'm seeing balls and chains here. It was just getting too much. There's a lot of scorpionic energy. I don't know if you guys have Scorpio in your chart, or you're dealing with Scorpio, or it's just in general energy that you're about to, or maybe Mars is transiting somewhere in your 4th house maybe, or just 8th house. Okay, so let's look at your tarot cards. So we have Knight of Pentacles, we have King of Wands, we have Devil reversed. Okay, so this was the hindrance here from going after what you want, and that took quite some time because you had to kind of tackle this energy here. We have the Lovers reversed, 8 of Pentacles reversed, and then 2 of Pentacles reversed. I'm seeing this as kind of juggling your mind and heart, kind of. It's kind of affecting, maybe obsessing about maybe situations from friends, family, or if someone has problems, you kind of dwell on that, and you kind of take part in that, and it kind of becomes your problem. Also, I'm seeing here that with love relationships, like romance too, you really function in the King of Wands, even though like a lover would take a long time to kind of give you that commitment that you want, the stability that you want, and you feel kind of like imbalanced, kind of discombobulated, because it takes a while for like this commitment, and it feels like it has become an obsession, and you've let all that go. You're like, screw this, I'm gonna stand in my own power. I'm not gonna let someone's indecision really mess up what you've worked hard for, especially if you are a business owner, if you are in a very hectic career, especially if you're in a field where someone's life is at risk. Let's say if you're a doctor, a nurse, and if you're functioning so embroiled in your mind and heartbreak because someone took forever to give you an answer, give you a proper something, like, and then it's affected all sides of your life, and you realize that letting go of this thing, though it might have been, you know, like this was probably like something like a very indulgent, like something good, but it's not sustainable kind of good, and you know you have to let that go to kind of, because you're giving your power away in that sense, and also realizing that you cannot fully commit to someone until you know someone's intentions. Also getting to know whoever you're willing to commit to, like your friends maybe, before giving them, I don't know, if this could be money borrowing, this could be like time, energy, effort, this could be anything that you can give to someone. You've learned to kind of reel it in, and now you're living for you now. You're done meddling or being entangled in other people's problems that does not really like affect you for your own good. It's only left you in a state of being imbalanced. Let's say if you have someone that calls you every day, you're kind of like the shock absorber of this person. They just kind of unload all their problems to you, and the Lovers does not necessarily mean it could be a lover. It could just be a soulmate energy. A soulmate could be friends, family, anyone that you deem kind of like family, soul tribe kind of thing. So you've learned how to kind of, you've pinpointed what needs to be done, and you're kind of executing this slowly in the part of your life, because you get entangled, and once you do, you really, you feel like it's your own problem as well. And if this was like a fight or discord between, especially if it's like a family dynamic and you feel like you're being manipulated to do something that you don't want, and back in the day you probably would always compromise and say yes to it, now you're learning how to really like stand your ground, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So you're not gonna be budging. This is you really, it's gonna be tough. It might take a while to really enforce this with Knight of Pentacles there as well. But it's gonna be something that you have to keep catching yourself doing when you feel like you're about to just overstretch yourself, because it feels like it dims that fiery energy inside of you, and that solar plexus energy helps you manifest what you want, and giving that power away dims that energetic pull you have with the universe, and you have to kind of learn and discern who you have to give that power to, because if it's not given back to you in the same fashion, it's gonna cause imbalance. So with the Two of Pentacles here, you really need to learn who you have to work with. This is going to be very important, and it's going to be something that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life, is to choose who's good for you. Because the ones that you don't fully, you just welcome whoever feels fun or great, but in the end they will end up in this very toxic karmic tie with like a friend or family, and you don't realize like it's already bonded in a sense, and it's become a habit, and it takes a while to kind of untangle yourself, and for some won't even see it as in this space. So this is what you need to discern, like have a discernment with your environment, places and things and people around you. So this is what I have for the overall life thing here. We're gonna do your career and finances. So we have, hold on, let me clear this out actually, because I've done it for the other two piles, so it was easier to work that way. And I'll just take this on the side. Okay, so we have number 28, sleeper. This could be moon in Pisces and moon in Aries. Okay, we have 8 of Pentacles. You have 8 of Pentacles reversed in the first one. Now you have it in upright. So maybe whatever happened in your life there, you whatever focus on with that chaos you had in your environment, you kind of started focusing on work here, basically honing your craft. Also, I'm hearing since you've been embroiled in all those distractions, maybe there's certain certificates that you have to renew or are about to expire that you really need to get on with. That's kind of essential to your work. Maybe, I don't know. Then we have delays, frustrated by slow results. Any pace is a good pace. Patience and perseverance, you can't rush progress. And we have number 10, restrictions. Number 22, soulmate. And then we have number 30, TikTok. We have younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. We have dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or hair. And we have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Okay, so I'm hearing know who to break bread with, sharing your wealth and prosperity. That could be energy as well, time. But I'm also getting here that you've been sleeping on stalling. You've been stalling on something that needs to be finished. You've been working at it in a snail's pace, and it needs to, you need to get going with that. Like TikTok, time is ticking. You're running out of time. I don't know why you are, but I think maybe it's studies that you have been going in and out as well. If there's, you guys have like, maybe, I don't know if I'm getting like, for a few of you, you guys have like a semester left, 3 semesters left, or 1 semester left to finish a degree. Maybe it's time to get back on that. Also, you've been distracted with all these people. The restrictions with soulmate. There's just a lot of distraction. Like your first pile with life in general, like that was a lot of restrictions already, and bridging that towards, because you guys are hard workers. You guys had 8 of Pentacles back to back already. But it looks like you guys are getting distracted by, maybe, I don't know if these are children, family members, or just friends. And I'm also hearing like get rich quick schemes. So someone would probably propose, invest a certain amount of money here, and then in like 10 months it'll double. And the money that you're supposed to, like, let's say pay tuition, or you're building up something for your business, and you kind of and you need, let's say, 100 grand to open a business, but there's like, no, it only takes 10 grand. So you would take 10 grand out of, let's say you've saved up 50 grand already, so you only have 40 grand left. So this 10 grand, it took you quite some time to get to where you need to be. Like there's a lot of delays to, again, I'm seeing it as the clock, like the handle, like it's like it's hitting midnight, like you're almost at the time's up end. So like watch out for these. And then 28 leads to 10. It's time for a new beginning. I think if this was the past energy, because you have it in you to get where you need to go, to because I'm really feeling a lot of ambition here, but maybe you guys don't have the patience. There's a lot of like quick shortcuts maybe that's being done, and the only way to get where you need to be, for wherever you need to do here, is to actually really like get on with it. You have to pass that road. There's no easy shortcuts, and I feel like you guys want to branch out into your own sole proprietor business, like maybe even partnership with someone, because you guys had 4-4 in the first pile, and now it's 22. So maybe you guys are planning to open a business with people, or maybe friends. But I'm also seeing here is you could be also sleeping an opportunity you did not really look into with probably these people, and you probably haven't ventured out towards this direction. And maybe the proposal, business proposal, whatever it is that you guys are going to be dealing with, they might find other people to work with and you're going to be missing out on this period of prosperity and abundance. So this could be something that you need to look into. I'm getting like different hits of I'm really getting different hits of information. This could lead into like several, or maybe you guys are kind of branching out like all together and not honing into one thing, because I'm getting like different pulls, and maybe focusing on one thing, on one business to kind of to plant your seeds, instead of maybe working at all different direction. Maybe that's the problem. Because if you focus on all other things and not on one aspect, of course it's going to be at a snail's pace, because you're not honing into one thing. All your energy is kind of scattered. So maybe you have to have different business partners and different businesses to kind of help you delegate. At the same time, you would feel at peace and balanced with whatever this is. And also, if for money, like it feels like you guys have been working a lot, and the money coming back in has been really delayed and frustrated. I think something happened here that actually kind of I'm also getting if you had a business before, you guys didn't get approved for like PPE loans, so you guys had to borrow money from different angles to kind of keep yourself afloat during COVID time. And maybe you do earn money, but it looks like you're paying off people as well. So that's why income left to save for the rainy days. It's been tough. But let me get your tarot before I say any more. We'll give more clarity. We have the Chariot upright. That's number 7. 6 of Swords reversed. King of Cups. Okay, that's sitting on the restriction. Knight of Cups. Ace of Wands. And then we have Strength. Okay. Okay, I'm getting here that you guys like movement, and boredom could be a problem here. If you feel like there's no progress in something, you guys like to leave without having like no patience to kind of nurture. You don't give a chance to something, and you kind of start venturing out to the next passion, without kind of but you're missing out on something here, that there's a lot of missed opportunities. Because instead of using logic, you would always use the passionate side of you, and that's kind of like your compass. And Spirit is saying that needs to kind of not tame. It's more of really ponder it through, because the sword energy, because your chariot is emotions, right? It's ruled by Cancer. And Cups, Wands, this is all emotion, and this is Leo as well. So this is all Wand and Cups energy. This in the upright. And then the Sword energy is the only thing that's reversed. And the Sword energy is mental clarity. And it looks like you probably missed 6 opportunities here because you had no patience to see it through, or you just felt like it's not going to be for you. Like I'm hearing you guys are, some of them even from like people, like you would miss out a job because someone can easily change your mind or your heart. You would be influenced by someone's opinion, and that has been a thing. I'm seeing so you have to learn how to incorporate your mind and body, like, and your heart, and going after your passions. Because with the bike here, I'm just like you're speeding through life without even like looking back sometimes, and you don't realize like how much I'm hearing. There's nothing to show for. So maybe these people, I'm seeing it could be a potential business partnership because there's soulmate there. These people might help ground you, but with soulmate energy that comes with also lessons. So it could be Saturnian or Jupiter energy. So if you incorporate both restrictions and kind of giving way to abundance as well, because always speeding through without kind of always just following what lights you up, actually, without proper grounding yourself, you're missing out on. It's like basically planting something, and then before it's ripe, you just leave. And then, you know, like other people would harvest that. And they're the one benefiting for all the hard work you've, you know, because it took you a while to water those seeds for them to grow. You had to weed all those things out. You had to protect it from bugs and all other stuff for the trees to fully grow and start bearing fruit. And just right before it bears fruit, you leave, or you sleep on it, and then other people would start. Yeah, why am I getting that storyline? I don't know why. So maybe there's like just something here that you haven't done. So maybe just right before you get a promotion from your job, you leave, or you give the opportunity to other people. So that's probably something that you have to, because I know like Sagittarian energy with the Ace of Wands and the Strength here, this is Leo as well, and she's running, so she likes to always be in movement. So patience is something that probably has been a thing for you. Yeah, so that's where, that's what's been missing here. Just a little bit of that, just a sprinkle of that in this section in your aspects, and you would be fine. Like King of Cups energy is such a beautiful thing because you actually can overcome your emotions. I mean, not overcome, but you can separate your emotions from like from being too overly emotional. So you can separate that side of you, but I don't think you've implemented that as much, because this is all in the upright and there's so much movement here. You follow, but sometimes you need to ground yourself as well to reap what you've worked hard for. I'm hearing nomad, and also I'm hearing some of you do not like to sit in one place for too long. Like, you get the weird itch that you need to move all the time. That's something that you have to kind of ponder why, maybe meditate on it, why it's like that. But also, when it comes to your business, learn how to use like clarity when you deal with people, because you can't, especially when someone has a sob story and it's just like you can't always be the one. I'm seeing the Knight of Cups here with holding the heart. You can't always be the one to embrace other people's problems and tackle it, and you're like, okay, I'll let's say someone is always shifting schedules, and you're like, okay, I'll shift your schedule because you have to I don't know, like pick up your kid at school or something. There's just something that you always have to keep compromising, and it's not really like your problem, but you need to learn how to kind of say no. Like, one time is good, twice, yeah, but if it's an ongoing weekly thing, like, that's something that you have to really, like, you have such a, like, a lot of you guys are super empaths, I'm feeling, and dealing with tedious things could get really muddy for you, and instead of kind of facing what it is that, like, the main problem, like, it's rather that you don't deal with it and you just kind of go. And a lot of you have left money behind because you don't want to deal with drama. Okay, one is the sword. Okay, so maybe this is what you have to be, like the King of Cups. Know your passions as well, but at the same time, you've mastered this side of you, so you could easily discern things. Also be empathetic, but at the same time not to be a pushover, because this is affecting your money, career, finances, like this section. And I'm seeing this as probably people that you work with, or people that could be your business partners, or also people that actually is hindering you to a period of prosperity and abundance that's about to head your way very soon. Because you've done something here that is as you're about to harvest, and Spirit is saying, if it gets too uncomfortable, do not bounce. Like, this is time for you to kind of really stay and harvest what you've really sown. Harvest season is coming. Maybe this enlightenment will happen. I know, what is that? This full moon, it's harvest moon, right? Okay, so this is gonna be maybe a thing around that time. Or it's maybe the fall season, because it's harvest in the fall. Okay, so let's look at your spirit guidance. We have January, another chance to get it right. New year, goals, restart, resolutions, adjust your motives. So if there's a thing here, you had Two of Cups earlier in the first pile, or was it in this? With soulmate energy here, if it's a love or like romance, or maybe someone that you need to reconcile with, or maybe you've kind of been sleeping on this person and then you've just sort of realized, or maybe it's a partnership, business partnership, that apply it to how it resonates, because it's kind of affecting your life and your money. It's kind of diverging together. There's going to be another chance, and I'm seeing a lot of like New Year's that could be like a second chance happening here. Or maybe something will happen around this time and energies will shift on their end and your end. And we have surrender to obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. And we have divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. Then we have ask your angels. So if you don't see the path ahead, if there's something that you need help with or just answers to, ask your angels. They're there, but they won't help you unless you really ask for them. And we have balance. Number 14, take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. And we have 20, renewal. This is judgment. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Again, this is like a bridge. So this is like if there's a relationship that you want to renew, maybe you have to leave a person, place, or thing, and that's kind of like bridging your new side of life, your future. So you have the tower, right? So you have to let the tower fall. You have to let it fall to get to renewal. So this is, you have to let the tower fall to have a rebirth of whatever situation it is. It could be business, it could be life in general, romance. Take it in whatever it applies in your life. So understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. And lastly, we have 10 of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones. Making wise investments or planning for retirement. Honoring family traditions. So this is all I have for you, Sagittarius. Good luck with everything. I'm sure the tower moment would be a very uncomfortable situation, but see it as something that has to be done so a new road can merge, a new path can be enlightened upon, whatever situation you're in and the people you're in. It's a very uncomfortable, but it's something that would actually grant you growth and understanding as well. I really wish you all the best of luck, happiness, abundance in the month of September, and thank you for being here. Bye.